In this video, I will show you one of my top scalping strategies that will make you a ton of cash in the long run. This strategy works perfectly well in Forex, stocks, crypto, and any other markets with high volume. I will also backtest this strategy 100 times with an initial account size set at $1,000 and 2% risk per trade. So make sure you stay focused throughout the whole video so you don't miss anything important. Okay, so for this strategy, we're going to use Euro-Yen 15-minute chart. Now let's go ahead and add our indicators. So for the first indicator, we will use half trend by Everget. For the second indicator, we will need Chaikin volatility. This one by HPOTA. And for the last indicator, we will search for MACD 4C. Okay, now we need to make some slight adjustments to these indicators. So let's first double click on this half trend and change the style. Okay, now let's make this Chaikin volatility line more visible. And lastly, let's make this MACD a bit more visible as well. Okay, now our system is ready. Let's get into our trading rules. Okay, so for a long signal to be valid, we first need to have a blue arrow appeared on our half trend indicator. Also, the MACD has to be colored in green. And finally, we need to have sufficient volatility in the market, so this Chaikin volatility indicator has to be sitting above 0. Once we have all these conditions fulfilled, we're going to go ahead and take a long position, set our stop loss at the recent swing low, and exit a winning trade as soon as we have the price crossing and closing below this half trend line. Okay, now let me show you an example. Okay, so here we see the price just crossed and closed below this half trend line, but this signal is not valid because we're running in loss, so we're going to ignore it. So here we see we've got a valid exit signal because this trade is profitable. We see the risk-reward ratio on this trade is 0.9, and since we're risking 2% of our account per each trade, on this particular trade we could have made 1.8% profit. Exactly opposite rules apply for shorts, so we first need to have a new bearish signal issued by our half trend indicator. Also, the MACD histogram has to be red, and again, just like with long trades, our Chaikin volatility indicator has to be greater than 0. And once we have all these conditions met, we're going to go ahead and take a short position, set our stop loss at the recent swing high, and close a winning trade as soon as we have the price crossing and closing above this half trend line. So we see we just got an exit signal, but this signal is not valid because we're running a losing trade. So this is where we have a valid exit signal and we can close this position. See, sometimes we do have some small wins, but the point is that you give yourself a chance to catch that really massive move. Okay, let me now give you some more examples so you have a full understanding of how to trade with this strategy. So we see we just got a new short signal. This signal is confirmed, so we can take a short position, set our stop loss, and see whether this trade is successful. Okay, so we see this is a clear winner. Our risk-reward ratio is 2-to-1, which is really good. This bullish signal is not valid because the rest of our indicators do not agree. This short signal is not confirmed either. So we see we just got a new bullish signal from our half trend indicator, but the MACD is still being red, so we're going to ignore this signal. This short signal is not confirmed, and we see how well this strategy is eliminating bad trades, especially when the market is moving sideways. Okay, so here we see that we've got a valid long signal. Our system is telling us that we are officially in an uptrend. This exit signal is not valid, so we're going to ignore it. We see sometimes we don't make a lot, but all these winners add up at the end of the day. This bullish signal is not confirmed because the volatility is not there. So here we've got a valid short signal, all our indicators agree. So we're going to go ahead and take a short position, set our stop loss. So our risk reward ratio on this trade is 1.55, which is not bad at all. Remember, you can add a different exit indicator like a parabolic SAR, which would probably work a bit better. But in that case, you will have to purchase a premium subscription on TradingView. So here we've got another really strong sell signal. Okay, so this is where we caught a really nice trade. Our risk reward ratio is 3.5 and we could have made around 7% profit. Okay, so we see this strategy eliminates losses pretty well. It doesn't give you a lot of signals, but as soon as you have one, the probability of it being successful is really high. Okay, so now you know the rules, so let's backtest the strategy 100 times and wait for the results at the end of this video. Okay, so I finally finished my backtesting, and as we can see, the results are quite impressive. Our win rate is 72%, which is really high. We also gained 146.67% on our account after 100 trades. But this is only the backtesting phase. These numbers will be different when trading live. The equity curve looks pretty consistent. Sometimes you do have some consolidations, but this is the time when the market starts moving sideways and you're not making a lot. Our profit factor is 2.67 and we had 11 consecutive wins against 3 consecutive losses. So in terms of win rate, our strategy is sitting on a 3rd place. We can definitely make more returns with the strategy, you just got to find a really good exit indicator. So yeah, I hope you found this video useful, and if you did, then smash the like button, it really helps with the algorithm. And if you want to see more videos like this in the future, then feel free to subscribe to this channel.